Moving over to Misty Mayor with the DCOA. It's been such a chill time for you. Such a chill time. President Trump announcement of Project Stargate did bring national attention to data center development. And so Abilene has certainly been part of that conversation with all that. So DCOA's, of course, your innovative approach has brought in so many projects, namely also coming in here with the Lancium project, which was over 3 years ago, but the kind of sort of stress point for us is that for Abilene, that was over 3 years ago. This has been something developing, but of course, as it becomes more news and buzzwords out there, a lot of people are now coming back and they're asking, what exactly is Lancium? What does this mean for us here in Abilene? And just what should we expect here in the months and years to come?
Thank you, Mari. So the Development Corporation works to grow a future for Abilene. We're working every day to grow a future for you, for your family members. You know, I always say that I work every day to ensure that my children can stay in Abilene and can work here and prosper and grow their families. I say that it takes a tremendous amount of work, and you're hearing from everyone up here the teamwork, the community together that we're building. Now, the DCOA is laser focused on accomplishing two things and growing that future. The two things are growing the commercial tax base, and we're growing new jobs, because it's with new jobs and with new tax base that we're able to guarantee the prosperity of our community for years to come. Now, Lancium, of course, is the most notable. I will say over the last 5 years, we've worked at the DCOA to attract 40 company expansions. That is a record number. Most of the largest projects in the history of our community have happened in the last 5 years. And when I say happened, what I'm talking about is these companies like Lancium and Caruso are making a commitment to be a part of our community. They're making a commitment to spend their money in Abilene and grow that commercial tax base. So with us today, we have representatives from Lancium and Caruso. So welcome home to Abilene. We have spent almost 5 years working with Lancium on the development that apparently has been just an overnight success in the last 2 weeks. You know, you work 5 years for 2 weeks worth of recognition. So thank you very much for that, Lancium. Lancium is building a master development for a data center. Everyone has the phone. I know you probably have your phone in your hand right now. Those phones require data. It's a giant electronic filing cabinet. I say that with hesitation to the Lancium folks because that's a little dismissive of how complicated it is and what a complex type of industry it is. What it does represent for Abilene is a new industry. And again, when we're able to grow commercial tax base and diversify the types of jobs and the types of industries, that diversification is a strength and is a future for Abilene.
Awesome, thank you. I know we want to be mindful of folks' time here, so as we get a little closer to the 5 o'clock, we're at about 4:40 right now. So I think we can make just one more round and just sort of, keep things moving for everyone before we wrap things up here for today. So wanted to follow up quickly here as we also, just talking about Lancium with DCOA, and so again for Mayor and Mr. Hanna, there's been questions as we just talked about water. What does the water component mean for something like these data centers, and is there a concern there or conversation around that?
Thank you, Mayor. So one of the great advantages of partnering with wonderful companies like Lancium and Caruso is that they really take into account their environmental footprint and their environmental accountability. They have a new way or a responsible way of cooling their systems with a closed loop system. And we are working with them and they're working with us to be able to do industrial pretreatment of the discharge of that water as it leaves the system, so it's able to be used again in other areas as it goes through the whole nature's process in our treatment facilities. So I really just want to applaud them publicly for thinking about that coming here in West Texas, knowing that's an issue for us. And then energy as well. You know, they have also a big thing. We had a citizen come to the council meeting today and talk about, you know, what's going to happen if we have another winter storm. Well, again, the beauty of Lancium and Crusoe's approach is that they're planning ahead for that. They're making sure that they have the energy resources and energy production capability to handle their own needs. And so they're not going to be this big drain on the grid. So I'm excited that they're here. I'm excited about their community engagement and the responsible nature in which they're growing their business.
Robert, let me add that we are excited about Lansing being here, and we're proud. Abilene, Texas, Taylor County, this area is going to have the biggest data center in the country, maybe in the world. These are questions that we ask these companies. We ask about water. We ask about the use of power. And they gave us responsible answers. And I just want to say once again, we are excited that they are here.